All right, this is it. The final Hovind, final stream before the Ark Encounter protest. Uh, Pretty hyped. Just got to make it through one more work day because, of course, I work the 4th of July because this is America. Why would you have the nation's birthday off? I got to sell stuff to people. So we're here to do it. This is, of course, going to be looking at a whack and atheist, which I believe is supposed to be Professor Dave yet again. I could be mistaken. I know Simon Dan just did a video where he mentioned Hovind, so expect next week to be Hovind ban whacked by Hovind whacking Dan. That's it. I don't know. I'm tired. It has been a day. I know tomorrow is going to be a day, especially since it's going to be a long haul because I'm headed to the protest immediately after work. So, enough preamble. We are just going to get right into it. So, minimize me. Hop over here, maximize the Hovind with whack an atheist, and let's just get this dumpster fire rolling.
Dinosaur Adventureland in Lenox, Alabama. It is July the 2nd.
Of course, and I know how Restream works. It's because I'm using it. They use it. You get a timer. You get a countdown. Why the timing is always off and they can't just wait a second and let Hovind go, or he can't plan any of this stuff out right is beyond me. Just little production nuances you think wouldn't be an issue.
2025 tonight. Whack an atheist. I've had it with this guy.
Oh, poo-hoo. Hovind's had it with this guy. Oh, so sad.
I'm going to whack him sweetly and firmly in Christian love. Okay. We're on a bunch of channels. We're on Facebook and Rumble and Twitter and X and all that stuff in our app and TikTok and Instagram. Just Google, go on, I don't know, push a button.
Yeah, Google Ken Hovind, see what comes up. Nothing good.
Something happens, right, Joseph? Don't know what to do. Okay. So it's good. Be sure to like it and share it and help other people. Spread the word, okay? So this July.
Jared, I am 99% sure he will not actually be going to the Ark. He has it there. He happens to have it there on his thing. Now we'll see. We'll see how this goes because he's getting right into that section, but he's probably not going to show up. You're right, unless he's suddenly changed his mind in the past 24 hours and is going to mention it here. Like this is kind of the litmus test. He either is here or going to be here or he's not. So I'm about to find out.
6th. Let's see, where am I at here? We're going to go up and help the Kentucky atheist see the light.
Oh, okay. So you are still planning to come. Okay.
A little bit on the way back home from loading up crab.
Instead of making it a key focus, they're gonna come to it. After they load up Krabby.
In Ohio, we will not be having our opportunity for the July 4th of July night. Joseph, are you going to play a video that night?
Yeah.
Okay. It won't be. I won't be here, but it won't be live. Okay. But for those 2 nights of Thursdays and Fridays, all you atheists and scorners and skeptics, please call in. Open mic. Okay. So tonight, Whack an Atheist Wednesday. Several of our staff are driving to the huge crab sculpture in Ohio to pick.
It's not really a sculpture. It's more of a building. A shack, if you will. And that's not to belittle it. It's just, it is a structure, not a sculpture.
Get up this weekend. Come join us if you want to help. I'm also sick of this lady here, Descended Media. They descended, all right. Wrote me a month ago.
He's got to bring it up again because, he's Ken Hovind and he's bitter about stuff.
We're doing a video, Whack an Imposter, Felon, and Fraudster. I'm part of a subject, Kent Hovind. They're going to whack me, okay? I'm part of a media organization producing a documentary on Kent Hovind entitled Whack an Imposter, a Felon, a Fraudster. Wondering if you could provide details on your media liaison. Kind regards, Natasha.
Liaison. God damn it, Kent, the word is liaison. You illiterate piece of shit.
Let's see. I responded. Hi, Natasha. Kent Hovind here. I've whacked hundreds of imposters and fraudsters on all my channels listed on drdino.com. I don't know if anywhere, I didn't ask if
he doesn't know how to respond to something. Y'all notice this. He doesn't even know how to structure a reply to anything. But he's a business professional who taught high school science math for 15 years, and, he's fucking pathetic. The fact that anyone listens to this guy or thinks he's any kind of authority. Just he himself, it doesn't matter what he could be saying. He could be teaching actual fucking science and his methodology would still be fucking garbage. That's the thing people need to take away. If this man was trying to teach evolutionary science, like actually what it is, he would still fucking suck at it.
Anyway, felons, that's an ad hominem and unrelated to the topic of evolution being the dumbest and most dangerous religion.
Kent, the goddamn video is about you as a person. Stop hiding behind this obsession you have with debating evolution. It doesn't excuse you being a shitty person, and it doesn't negate the ability for people to call you out on it. Because that's actually what I'm about with these videos. The whole science denial thing is just a lolcow factor, but you being a terrible person, and us picking at that, as exemplified by the things you say in your videos, that's the real focus. Don't like being called out for being a piece of shit? Stop being a piece of shit, old man.
In the world. We don't have a media liaison officer, but you're welcome to schedule a time to come on my show live and ask me any questions. Call 855-BIG-DINO, extension 4. Joseph, has she scheduled any?
Yes, because it's everyone else's responsibility to plan stuff. You can't set these things up yourself. Because you are completely incompetent and can't do a goddamn thing. Everyone else has to do it for you. Debate me, debate me, debate me. Why is no one calling to debate me? You're the one who wants this shit. Why don't you get in touch your own damn self, asshole? It's like 11 months and I'm still fucking waiting. Oh, yeah. Quality stream there. Quality, Kent. But you want to call AJ's content unwatchable.
We're going to do the...
They could easily just pre-record this and upload it, but no, it always has to be live. What would be the difference between live and pre-recorded? The questions? Okay. You wouldn't get the questions at the end. Do your live show live. Do this shit pre-recorded. You wouldn't have these problems.
Take a tour. All 5 of our tour, where we teach that.
Right here. He's a douche. That's an ad hominem. Oh, yeah. So that's what it boils down to. Everything's an ad hom. See, it's this phenomenon I noticed that at some point around 2010 range to 2015 especially was the point where it took off. I noticed that all of the idiots who constantly use logical fallacies learned that they existed like all at once and then started reversing them and just claiming things as this or that logical fallacy. I forget who it is. It may have been Dave who did a video, Stop Misusing Logical Fallacies. And just how people just throw these terms out without anything remotely being valid. It's incredible just how stupid these people are. People like Hovind, flat earthers, other science deniers, other reality deniers. Helps if I press play on the restream video that is currently below potato quality. I can't read any of this shit.
Thousands of people real
Kent's never looked better, though. Dino Lamp's still looking good. Minecraft edition.
science. God made the world about 6,000 years ago. He owns it. He makes the rules, and we'll all be judged by that same creator when we die. So.
Yeah, okay, that has nothing to do with you being a fraud or a felon. I mean, it kind of does, but it doesn't.
If you're not ready to face him, I'd be honored to show you how. Anybody email Natasha, encourage her to do all her interviews for the show they're making live right here.
Yes, everyone bombard this Outlook email address because that's totally going to help things.
That way they can't.
It's not going to be filtered to spam at all.
They don't want to do that. They live for that, don't they, Joseph? Get you to say anything and twist it. And yeah. Anyway, I've done hundreds of talk shows and debates.
Yeah, they'd love to get you to say anything and twist it. That's why I react to all of your streams in a real-time fashion, no editing, no nothing. Just go off the cuff and, let what you say speak for itself. Apparently, though, some people can't comprehend that's what goes on, or they want to criticize what I choose to talk about in my own stream. Do your own goddamn stream. You want to bitch about what I say, where I go. See one of my recent community posts for an example of that.
My channels friend and foe. I'd love to do 5 every day. If you know anyone with a podcast show, large or small, have them call. Come on their show. Call.
How about you hunt for somebody and you call them, Kent? I'm gonna keep calling you out on that. But you're gonna have your opportunity with me at the protest if you actually go and if you want to spend the time there. You'll have your opportunity, but it's gonna be your only shot. So you better take the opportunity, old man.
Joseph, 855 Big Dino, Tension 4. Okay. Come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. Here we're going up to Ohio to get the world's largest horseshoe crab.
That's not the world's largest horseshoe crab. That's just a statue. That's just a building shaped like a crab. And that's not even it. That's just a picture. It's like your wife. It's not her. It's just a picture of her. Lauren. And Jared, you're very, very welcome. I've had a rough day myself. Hope yours wasn't super horrible and was just indeed a rough one. Glad to be a source of entertainment for you. It means a ton. Seriously, everyone just loving the bullshit I do. It's all I could ever hope for. Let's continue. Who'd have thought mocking this ass clown would be the start of my YouTube career?
2 of us going to be there with a truck and a 20-foot trailer, and another guy coming with a 40-foot professional big trailer. I hope that's it.
Jared with a super chat of 2 great British pounds. Thank you so very much.
Enough to carry it. We don't know. If you could help, please give me a call right away. Got to be there Saturday morning. There's an excavator going to be there to load the parts. We can probably use 1 more trailer and truck. Okay, 5 o'clock, July 5th, 10 in the morning. Okay. The crab comes apart. It's already taken.
See, it's not a statue. It's a damn building. You can go inside. There's a little I was going to say gazebo. There's a little, whatever the hell you call that. You got a parasol that you don't need because you're inside the crab and a little bench and stuff. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty sick. Hell, I'd turn that sumbitch into a house. That'd be sweet. Yeah, just look for the giant horseshoe crab. You can't miss it. I know from the street it just looks like a giant butt, but it's a horseshoe crab. Look at Google Earth.
Taken apart, a bunch of different pieces. Billy, you're going to put that thing together? Okay. 67.
No one does. Everyone's had their laughs with Hovind and pretty much moved on. And it's back to the serious watchers. And in my case, being a lolcow follower, in this case, it was either Christian or this. And I don't want to be involved in Christian any more than I already have been in my life.
Feet long, the world's largest horseshoe crab. Moving to Lennox. Okay, be sure to go back and get my open letter to Donald Trump February 1st on all my shows.
Oh, yeah, got to advertise this, now like 5-month-old video, 6-month-old, however fucking old it is. Howard, I was innocent. Even though you just prattle on that one. Go back and watch my coverage of that from February 1st, 2nd, 3rd, whenever.
Watch that, spread it around for all those who think I'm a felon.
You are. You were convicted of multiple felonies, 58 counts. You are very much a felon. That in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing and doesn't necessarily make you a bad person. I mean, it's a bad thing insofar as it's not a good thing. Nothing is improved by having been convicted of a felony in your own personal life, but there are people who I will be seeing this weekend, at least a person who has such in their past, and they are a good person. We have moved, past that. And also, I don't know what it is, and I don't honestly care. Your shit, though, I normally wouldn't give a shit, but the fact that you decry it so much, and the ultimate case of fuck around, find out that it was, that's the hilarious thing. And the fact that a decade later, you're still whining about it, instead of just accepting it and moving on. Also, before anyone says it, a pardon implies that you are guilty of the crime. So, yeah. But you say you didn't do it. So, which is it, old man?
Like the guy we're going to whack tonight. You can help us to open for free. Join our 777 club. Call 855 Big Dino if you got any.
Oh, I so wish he was whacking me, but he won't do that. Because I know for a fact if I'd gotten whacked, everyone would have blown me up on Discord and the like. Probably half the damn community texting me straight up, being like, dude, Hovind whack you. One of these days.
Questions about that? Let's see. Whack-a-mole game. And we like the mole sticks his head up and you whack him back down. And we've been doing this every Wednesday night for a long time now. And
Yeah, and it sucked every time.
I really enjoy it. Some of them I just love to whack, okay?
Kent likes whacking other men. Film at 11.
They make a silly claim that their evolution religion is true, and it's time to whack them back down. Evolution's a religion. It's not. There's nothing scientific about it.
It's not a religion, and it's pure science. Incredible. Incredible example of the scientific method at work in the broad sense and the multidisciplinary nature of it. Something you lack the ability to appreciate.
It's a stupid religion, guys. Real stupid, okay?
But Dirt Man and Rib Woman and Carpenter's son, who's also himself sacrificing him to himself for thought crimes that he could just forgive but won't. Yep, that's totally legit. Yep.
The winner tonight. Well, the Bible says to smite a scorner. That's whack-a-mole in the book of Proverbs. Even King David or King Solomon did it. Professor Dave.
I didn't think it would be the tier list. Oh, he's so fucking butthurt. Oh. Dave hurt Kent's feelings. This guy's as thin-skinned as a god. His skin's a fucking sheet of wet toilet paper thin. Anything gets to Hovind. That's why I love doing this. I hate to be bitter, but Hovind's a real piece of shit. Just all seriousness. He's a garbage human. He's a terrible person. He deserves every bit of scoring he gets. I just add to it. I know I'm a fucking thorn in his side because he can't react to me because I dropped too many F-bombs. He ain't got the time or manpower to censor my stuff. So he can't do crap about it. I found the formula for beating Hovind. Just cuss like a sailor. But man, just the way he's reacting to this, it brings me so much joy. Just seeing the fact that it's the tier list video. Oh, Professor Dave, I am so glad I ran across your content. I don't know how. It could have been your interaction with Hovind. It could have been anything. It could have been Flat Earth stuff. I'm so glad to have found you on YouTube.
He made a grifter tier list. Who is the biggest scumbag I've debunked? He claims he debunked everybody. Dave seems stuck in fifth.
and Kent would agree with him. His whack. Dave's debunking, her smiting and whacking, and busting the fullest of half these people. So I mean, come on, Kent.
Grade with his childish name calling, malignant narcissism, condescending attitude, and senseless profanity.
That's you, Kent. Save for the profanity, but you just use the Christian version of it.
I'm going to lower myself to his level for a few minutes and respond in a language he understands. Are you ready, Strawberry Dave? I asked him if he
would. Here we go. This is going to be great. Is Hovind about to drop some F-bombs? Are we getting a diss track? Someone call AJ. We need to mix a young Hovind diss track. I can't hear my snare. Let's do this.
It's related to a strawberry. And yeah, he is. He says he is. Okay. Now, the Lord deliver me from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man.
Deliver me from the evil man, deliver me from the divine man, Black Betty rambling. Sorry, I'm fucking relaxing after the day at work, so I'm just going through an endorphin streak. Little micro euphoria moment of just having fun with the stream, knowing that after tomorrow, mini vacation, gonna go do the protests. This shit's getting real. It's happening. It's gonna be great.
They sharpened their tongue like a serpent. That's Dave. Was Professor Dave a professor? Just Google it. No.
Yes, he's been a teacher. A better teacher than you. So, don't think your opinion matters here, buddy.
Professor Dave, whose real name is Dave Farina, has never been
because I gotta dox everybody. Not that it's, not that it's some hidden secret, but I gotta dox everybody.
A professor. He's a YouTuber and educator who's known for his educational videos on various subjects, particularly chemistry. He has a bachelor's degree.
Which is more than you have, Hovind.
in chemistry from Carleton College and a master's degree in science education.
Which is even more than you have. And Dave does a damn good job at teaching stuff. I have learned quite a bit from his various videos, and I like that he does random things. Like his series on Italian, since he's of Italian descent. Which is funny, people didn't know that, even though his last name is Farina. But maybe that's just because I like Eurobeat, and there's a lot of Farinas in the production of that music genre, so yeah. Anyway, that Italian series, that was really, really enjoyable, what I've seen of it. Just, picking up nuances of the language, because I think it's my favorite of the Romance languages. But we're not here to discuss language, we're here to discuss Hovind. I just gotta, I got a fanboy for Professor Dave a bit.
Actually,
notice me, senpai. Notice me.
That's questionable, and does not hold a PhD or any formal professorship. His online persona and channel, Professor Dave Explains, are not indicative of an actual academic title. Professor Dave's school failure. Professor Dave, whose real name is Dave Farina, has been described as a failed academic in some sort.
I love this. AI generated answer. Please verify critical facts. Because he just goes with the Google AI stuff now. And he's got it right there where it's like, hey, you may want to check this. I totally trust 6daysblog.com and evolutionnews.org, which is a known creationist, pseudoscience mill. Pseudo science popularizer, publisher, fake news. It's fake news. This is what the maggots would call it.
He's noted as someone who did not complete his master's degree in education in science teaching, despite having a bachelor's degree in chemistry. However, it's also mentioned he has a background in teaching. He never taught. He taught for about a decade in various high school and undergraduate.
Yeah, Dave has a Rate My Professor page. Pretty good one, too.
Settings. Well, Dave? Interesting. Therefore, there are claims that he failed in his academic pursuits. There is also evidence of experience of his experience in education. So, in the previous series of Evolution News, I answered the diatribe by YouTuber Professor Dave, directed against our Discovery Institute colleague, Dr. Casey Luskin. The popular YouTuber, whose real name is Dave Farina, is neither a professor nor a PhD, but just a failed ex-teacher who successfully tried twice to get a master's degree in chemistry. These are simply facts about him, but his more than 2 million subscribers and others who may come across his misleading content deserve some fact-checking. Well, let's start at the beginning and level the playing field. Dave, you do not have you have a bachelor's degree in chemistry. Does that make you a qualified scientist? Do you think that title scientist belongs to you, Dave? No.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to Hovind for the past few minutes. I was actually looking at Jesus Christ. It's not even in hang on, let me load it up in Chrome so I can actually share it with you. It's pretty damned hilarious. Let me go. Double checking for anything. Okay, yeah. Just for the AI overview thing, who's Yamato Zadara? Because I got to specify. Yamato is an online alias used by the individual behind the website Zadara, a site that features a blog and vintage tech content. Alias is an extension of a real-life identity, described as opinionated, outspoken, passionate. Also acknowledge that Yamato is a persona they adopt when interacting online. Not the real person's name, but an identity, The character is based on the individual's real-life personality, but is an amplified version online persona. Sure. Website, platform for sharing thoughts, interests, and critiques. Yep. Vintage tech enthusiast. Name of origin. Kurisu is Japanese. It's not a Japanese surname, and Yamato is chosen to complement it when creating an online alias. No, it's a first name. And what's funny is this is different from the same page I'd copied it in on a Firefox, where it went in saying that the Kurisu part, ever since the anime Steins Gate came about, it's been obsessed with that being the origin, and it's not. It's the fact that it's just what you get if you pronounce, Chris as you would if you spoke native Japanese. You'd get Grisu. So, I mean, you know, it's how far can you trust AI? I don't know. I just had to go off on that little tangent. What would my streams be without micro tangents? Let's continue.
Does a master's degree in education make one a qualified scientist? No. And you don't even have that. Does making YouTube videos make you a qualified scientist? No. Dave, you're a pretend scientist. You're duping your naive listeners into believing you are a qualified professor. At least you aren't calling yourself God like Aaron does, okay?
Y'all notice that, right? It wasn't Aaron, it was Aaron. They had the double A going on there. It was Aaron.
You are the top certified grifter. You lie about me even though the facts are public knowledge.
Cry some more.
And you ignore them. They're ad hominem only.
No, we're just straight talking shit about you. It has nothing to do with your arguments, which are garbage. And we can go into detail on how they're garbage. Oh, wait, everyone already has. But then again, when you try to put your little Dr. Kent Hovind thing on there and the typical creationist air of, oh, they know, they're educated, so they know better than the common person. If they believe, then I believe. It is a load of shit, and we'll call you out for that. Then discovering that through your life, you're actually a piece of shit, well, that just becomes a whole different subject. But it all correlates into you being a scumbag. A lying scumbag. Prove me wrong, Kent. Call 855 Big Dildo.
You're a yellow-bellied coward, unwilling to face me again in a public.
Oh, yellow-bellied. Hey, he had a video of 5 questions for you that you never fucking answered. I still love the define kind. No more hiding it, old man, or something to that effect.
Public debate with simple, fair rules, equal time.
Simple Hovind rules so he can run his script.
No interrupting, one topic at a time. Bring it on, Dave. You should stick with chemistry and math where you really are a good teacher and leave the...
You know, if I was to ever discuss with Hovind and we had the one topic at a time, oh yeah, I'd be all over that shit. And I would be interrupting him because one topic at a time precedes the interrupting because I'm interrupting as a rule of order. And if the moderator won't hold things, then I'll hold things. Because the Hovind's going to be, the moderators, what half the time would be on Hovind's side anyway, especially if this was shit like, what's it called? Standing for truth.
Evolution topic alone, you are not qualified and far behind on the real science involved.
Kent, very little that you cite is even from this century, let alone the last century in some cases. Of the pseudoscientific garbage y'all want to go with. Talk about proven wrong in 1874 and shit, being out of date. You are out of date, Kent. Everything about you is out of date.
You are still using gill slits as evidence that was proven wrong in 1874. Get up.
You're still using the Bible as evidence, which was proven wrong all the time. It's been wrong from the get-go, Hovind.
Up to speed, boy.
What the fuck was that?
And far behind on the real science involved. You are still using gill slits as evidence that was proven wrong in 1874. Get up to speed, boy.
Kent, you country fried fuck. You're from goddamn Illinois. You're supposed to be a doctor. You're supposed to be educated. You want to complain about how other people talk because they use words that are forbidden in your magical language of the Jesus. Talk like you got some goddamn sense, boy. You old fuck. Someone should have old yellered your ass years ago.
Professor Dave YouTube earnings. Let's see. June 2025 reported 5.97 thousand. Earlier data showed in May that his net worth was $670,000, but he claims he makes $0 monthly. Other sources said he makes $11,000 a month.
No, totally not saying that.
His net worth is 497,000. Some say 2.1 million. I don't care how much he makes. I don't care what he's worth. Doesn't matter. I'm just pointing out this is readily available internet information. He's a grifter.
I ain't even mad. I'm just venting stress. That's honestly part of why I do these. The perception of me being pissed off at Hovind is really just me having an opportunity to vent work stresses. It works out pretty well.
A grifter is a con artist, someone who swindles people out of money through fraud.
Wow. Welcome to religion, Kent. Please enjoy your stay. That's the whole point of it. Control and money. Why would Magic Sky Daddy need you to give the church money? Why something as massive as 10%? That's a pretty big chunk. I don't think God has operating costs. Come on.
That's you, Dave. You pretend you're a scientist. You pretend you're the expert on evolution. And you put down everybody else. You made a list of all those that you think you're superior. You blasted them. Right. You didn't. You got me on that list. Shame on you. We'll see about that. Professor Dave, his real name is Dave Farina, is a popular YouTuber known for his educational content, particularly in
Didn't you just do this slide?
science. However, his content has been scrutinized by some sources,
Wow, it's all evolution.news.
which suggest his
Evolutionnews.org, excuse me.
presentation of evidence for evolution may not all.
I mean, honestly, if it was a TLD, I'd love to get bull.shit, but you know. Also, for those of you wondering, here's a fun fact. The TLD for the Soviet Union, .su, still exists and is still administered. However, it's a bit annoying to get a .su domain, and the perfect one for me, kuri.su, kuri.su, is taken, ironically, by a Japanese programmer or something. So the one I would want most isn't even available. But, you know.
Always be accurate or comprehensive. Now, these guys are real kind, Dave. I would say you're lying, okay? They're a little kinder in their words about you. Instance, in a debate, Professor Dave pointed out that he made claims about evolutionary biology that were challenged, such as his assertion regarding Michael Behe's views on malaria resistance to chloroquine, which was found to be incorrect.
Michael Behe is a dumb fuck.
There are claims that Professor Dave has misrepresented scientific evidence. I would call it lying.
Yep, all from evolutionnews.org, a creationist media mill.
Such as his,
as I said earlier, fake news.
Discussion on the evolution of the flagellum, where he cited a paper that did not support his claim. In other
Except it did.
Context, it's mentioned Professor Dave's videos have been critiqued for containing misinformation and stereotypes about intelligent design, which may affect the presentation of evidence for evolution.
Stereotypes? You mean cold hard facts about it?
Allegations. Professor Dave is engaged in what is described as projection. He accuses others of having
The irony. The projectors describe those calling out the projection as projectors. It's like that Spider-Man meme. Everyone's all pointing. It's like, you're Spider-Man. No, you're Spider-Man.
Logical agendas, while his own content is seen as biased. In case you don't know, Professor Dave and the art of projection. There's what projection is. I'll blow it up for you.
Oh, they mad about the James Tour thing because he's their buddy. They're mad that James Tour made himself look like a fuckwit and Dave was cool as a fucking cucumber. Well, you know, as cool as he can be. You know, he has his emotional moments, like me, like anybody. That's why I like Dave. He's human. Big inspiration for me. I can relate to him.
We've all heard about the psychological mechanisms of projection, whereby...
In fact, he's the reason I feel comfortable when I started doing my stuff, just being blunt with my verbiage and being, you know, very much calling Kent a fucking dumbass and stuff instead of, you know, censoring it in some degree. Because the hell does it matter? You know, who am I protecting? Who am I being nice for? The advertisers? Meh. I've seen bet more advertisements on worse crap.
Someone who harbors insecurities about aspects of their personality or character will accuse others of exhibiting their own perceived failures.
Ooh, Ooh, it's Hovind. He just described himself again.
For example, a person insecure about their own intellectual ability might develop a penchant for accusing others of being stupid or ill informed. Projection, it turns out, is the perfect lens through which to focus the criticisms of ID leveled by its strongly atheistic opponents.
Are you going to actually make a point here, Kent? Like, you haven't actually shown anything of Dave. That's literally a case of you showed a freeze frame from the tier list video, and you seem to be super bitter without even explaining to your cult what you're bitter about.
All he does is project his failures. Okay. It's also noted Professor Dave's been involved in discussions about the fossil record and transition from fish to pteropods, where the evidence is described as not being as clear cut as he might suggest. Again, I would call that lying or stretching the truth, Dave. The discussion around the fish to pteropod transition is highlighted as a.
He's just reading all this evolutionnews.org, propaganda bullshit, trying to make itself seem like he did some hardcore research.
Fundamental problem in evolutionary biology, with the oldest evidence for pteropods predating the oldest fishopods by 10 million years. How did that happen? How did one turn into the other when they're already there 10 million years earlier with your stupid geologic column? In summary, while Professor Dave presents himself as an...
Is fishopods even a thing? Tetrapodomorphia. Tetrapods. Advanced forms traditional between fish and early labyrinthodonts, such as Tiktaalik, have been referred to as fishopods by their discoverers. Okay.
Educator. There are criticisms regarding the accuracy and completeness of his presentation of evidence for evolution. Again, I think they're being kind, Dave. While some sources suggesting this content may not always reflect the full scope of scientific consensus.
Yeah, I mean, over by the dumpster, there's a bag that's got a lot of scum in it. I'd call it a scum bag. What day is it? I may have picked up trash, so it may be gone, but I know the thing didn't ask me for money. Honestly, one for the fact it smelled like something died in there. That'd be an okay scumbag. It's gross, but I mean, it wasn't trying to lie to me. It wasn't trying to steal money from me. It was just sitting there minding its own business.
Or the complexity of the evidence. Dave, you think you debunked me?
Unrelated, did y'all know that Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street is actually orange? But apparently he went to a swamp and came back like with green algae and stuff in his fur, and that's why he's green. Not even kidding. Unless someone made that shit up and I was lied to and I believed it. But apparently the fucker's orange originally. I don't know. Again, could have been lied to. It was some short video, but it had photos, so I kind of took it at face value. But I'll admit if I'm wrong. Just look that up.
Live in a dream. You live in a dream world. Rewatch the debate, boy. I slaughtered you. Call 855 Big Dino.
Oh, there he goes with boy again. You fucking rude prick. Yeah, no, I'm not interested in AI. Yes, Oscar the Grouch was originally orange during the original season of Sesame Street back in good old 1969. Color change to green happened in the second season, explained in the show as Oscar getting covered in slime during a vacation to Swamp Mushy Muddy. Neat.
Extension 4 and try one more time if you ever get the courage. You can go first and offer the single best evidence you have.
Kent, if you ever get the courage, why don't you contact him directly and set up something? If you ever get the courage. Or maybe, since it's been 11 months, get off your lazy ass and get in touch with Lord Yamato about the so in-demand debate. Because you want to debate me so bad. So fucking bad. Get off your lazy ass and have your people contact my people.
For the stupid evolution religion, I will debunk it for all to see. You were never a professor. You are a...
Translation. I will run my script, even as you preemptively tear my script apart because I'm stupid and don't pay attention to the fact that people call my shit out now ahead of time because all I want to do is run my script and get donations. Hovind.
Fraud and a charlatan. Stop lying about being a professor, okay? You have a filthy mouth and put stuff in your mouth that we don't want in our hand.
Words?
We teach our kids at the farm not to step in it, and certainly to not put it in their mouth. Grow up and learn English.
Oh, yeah. From the guy who says heist, drowning, turns into Kentucky Fried bullshit at a moment to try to sound like he's some southern gentleman. Man, fuck you, Ken. Anyone needs to learn English, it's you, you piece of shit. Oops, I'm sorry. I just said a word that is symbolic of something that you wouldn't put in your hand or in your mouth because words. I guess it makes sense since you believe words can magically become things. You know, I am most definitely not going to shed a tear when this clown kicks the bucket. Just saying.
You guys really think putting this stuff in your mouth makes you look cool or tough or smart? You're an
That's all it is, Hovind. It's not an expression. It's not fluidity of language. Oh no, it's because I must look so cool to the people on the internet. Oh, what will those on the internet think about me? Oh, it could just be him expressing what I actually think, how I actually feel, in verbiage that people can relate to. And I know I say verbiage, and I'm not even sure if that's actually proper. That's what I go with, even though verbiage would be the thing. It's kind of become a tick with me now. I like to say things in very flowery ways because I feel one should paint a tapestry with their words. I just use a few more colors than others might.
idiot. You eat with that same mouth, Dave? I'm going to play the 1 minute clip he did about me.
Oh, now you're going to get to it 13 minutes in? Okay.
Oh, let's see. Joseph, I forgot to get that lined up here. You sent that to me in an email. Okay. Let me get email open here.
You sent that to me in an email. Let me get email open here.
It's only 1 minute long. Whack an atheist. Is that it? Okay. From ODBC mod. Is that?
Well, it's so something funny is that I will intentionally use the very obtuse "please consume a satchel of Richards" as a replacement for "eat a bag of dicks" because it just sounds so funny to be that excessively proper with it. So I guess telling someone to post haste ingest fecal matter, or I should say ingest fecal matter post haste. You can go that route with it. Scared about what will take over from him? Yeah, seriously. And what will I have to cover after that? Well, by that time, I should actually be able to go back to doing tech and gaming videos, so I won't have to do this shit anymore. Technically, swearing is getting out of your mouth. Good point, Nino. Dave did tier list. Let me get the comment first. Kent is the king of burying the lead. Yeah. Dave did a video, did a tier list on drifters, grifters, and Hovind was the only one who got quadruple scum rating. Yep. It was a beautiful moment. Skip forward 5 minutes. He can't find the email. Oh no, I want to watch him. The response email reply to Sideman Dan was, yep. I want to see him fumble for 5 whole minutes, not being able to find a fucking email. I want to see that shit. Let's watch this man be incompetent with his tech person in the fucking room with him.
That it?
Oh, this is going to be great.
Might need your help over here, Joseph. I can't find it.
Meanwhile, I remind you, I've got a free BSD system running on actual server grade hardware. That is, it's not a true private VPN, as in a customized solution. I'm using a Tailscale, but I do have VPNs set up to where I have proper local access to my network while I'm out at the Ark Encounter. and can transfer files to, fro, what have you, which will be pretty fucking sweet. I'm running this crap. Hovind can't find a fucking email.
Matt and Donnie.
You know what, we're gonna speed this up by a bit. We're gonna go 1.5.
Huh.
But remember, AJ's content is
It's
unwatchable.
worth calling. Should have had that. It's been a busy day. Okay.
Or is that what you send it to yourself? Probably?
I don't know. I cut down a tree this morning, a big one. It took a okay.
I think that's the one.
I cut down a tree this morning. Now I can't check my email.
Send to yourself, it's not the other person. So, back to your email.
Is that it? No.
No,
1 minute, folks. It's going to be a short program anyway, so.
Short program anyway. 30 minutes.
Is that yours? Yeah. Okay.
Hovind also claims he's better than people, but can't check his fucking email. I can't get over that.
That's why you get the big bucks, brother. Okay. I got to drag this over into my presentation. Give me just a second, folks. I normally do this ahead of time.
I gotta drag this over to my presentation.
There was a problem playing the video. I download it. Does it say? Should I download it? Okay.
Yes, Kent. Download all the attachments. Hey, there's going to be an email from Sandra. I love you.txt. Oh fuck, what was the actual .vb? Yeah, open that. The VB means Valentine's, buddy.
Okay. It's only 50 seconds long. He did a whole show or whatever.
Kind of wish this fucker would get hit by like a new variant of WannaCry or something. That'd be great. Just lock all his shit up. Hovind lost all of his PowerPoint slides.
A couple weeks ago on all the people that he has debunked. And he put them in a list of who's his comeback and stuff like that. No items match your search. Can't find it. That's not it. Well, it ain't doing nothing. Here, you come start it up, will you, brother? We don't
So
edit our shows, we do these
incompetent.
live, okay?
Fuck it, we'll do it live. My God, it really is 5 solid minutes of him not being able to check his email. I will still say that dinosaur tape dispenser is pretty fucking awesome.
What did I do wrong?
You download it, right?
I did?
What you doing?
This is just amazing. And you can see. I don't know if oh, I'm even pausing it. I don't know if
Yeah, okay.
oh, there we go. I don't know if Rumble gives like viewer statistics, but I gotta see the drop off as soon as this happens. It's wonderful.
So now let me drag it over into PowerPoint. Yay, I love the. Let's see if this does it.
I mean, I should honestly excerpt that fucking clip and just put the thing up titled as like "Old Man Can't Check His Email" or something like that. Just something ridiculous. Guy who thinks he's better than everybody can't check his email. There we go.
Volume there, brother. Is it playing? It is playing, but I can't hear it. I can't hear it. Make it where everybody can hear it.
I got no snare. Turn up the snare in my headphones.
Would you?
That's your volume, Doc. It's not even coming through the wire.
Huh?
I have nothing in number 3.
I'm maxed out.
God, the sheer incompetence is indescribable. You could have just gone to YouTube, gone to the moment, and done it that way.
My volume's all the way up. It's muted on his end.
No, on the video.
It's muted on his end. Whose end, Kent? It's a video file playing from your fucking computer.
You get over there. What you doing?
Okay. The joys of technical stuff.
The F. Okay, now we've got Kent Hovind.
Ah. Oh, the joy of Professor Dave's voice. I like his voice a lot.
Barely hear it.
Kent Hovind is going to go pretty low on this.
So they
What
can
a.
hear it. Okay. He's going
The
through
F.
his list of all the grifters.
Okay, now we've got Kent Hovind. Kent Hovind is going to go pretty low on this. What a piece of harm, very harmful. Not just the rhetoric, but I mean, wife beater, pedophile enabler, a kid drowned at his amusement park, no remorse there.
Oh, love it. Oh, cry some more, Kent. Cry some more.
We're going scum there. Malice 100% knows that he is a scamming piece of shit.
Oh, I love it. Oh, quote Fit MC here. You love to see it.
Toxicity, scum. Qualifications, scum. This, congratulations, Kent Hovind. You have you're the only one so far, probably the only one on the list that is going to get the quadruple scum rating.
You are total garbage, Kent. It's glorious.
You go right there with Wakefield and Ben Davidson.
Quadruple scum rating. His whole program is calling other people scumbags and stuff like that because he debated them apparently.
He's covered lots of these people in depth. You ass clown.
I've only seen one or two of all these people he's mentioned on there debate with him, and he gets slaughtered. But no, he thinks he's egotistical. He's a narcissist.
You are a scumbag to the core. Okay, just a couple more here.
Well, I mean, it was only the one that's really in there.
Yeah, okay. That's Professor Dave claiming he is, I get the ultimate list on the bottom of his list, 4 times scumbag. So, Dave, you keep using this profanity. You step in the cow poo. Let me get off TV.
Yes, such a mature, refined individual as Kent Hovind says cow poo, and talks about his mommy and daddy. Yes, such an eloquent gentleman for a more civilized age.
59.
Oh, and let's not mention that Hovind says dat a lot.
I just wonder if you eat with that same mouth, okay? My teaching that the Bible is true and should be obeyed does not harm
Is completely irrelevant, and it does cause harm.
anyone. It's your evolution religion that has harmed millions down through the years. See my DVD number 5, The Dangers of Evolution.
I saw your DVD number 5. It sucked.
In the seminar series. That's one they locked me up for.
No, they locked you up for failure to pay taxes.
See how that stupid religion you hold to and promote led to Adolf Hitler, abortion, genocide, communism, etc. It's a dangerous religion you're pushing, Dave. You're ignorant or lying about me being a wife beater.
Nope. We're going to get to that. But first, $27.99 super chat from the ever awesome Rogue Rainbow. Take a shot every time Kent shows how willfully technologically illiterate he is. If you're not straight up hammered, you simply weren't paying attention. I don't recommend such drinking games with Hovind. You will go into a coma and not come out.
I did not. I've never hit a woman ever. She lied 9 months after she screamed at me and claimed I bought it.
Here we go. He's sticking to his story.
He slammed her. She lied. 8 people filled out an affidavit saying they heard her say, 4 people we have affidavits, who heard, over the next few weeks, heard her say, I did not hurt her. But now she changed her story because she's trying to get money.
Or it could be the slow decompression from the trauma of being in such an abusive situation, where you realize you don't have to explain anymore that you fell down the stairs. Hovind can't hurt you. You're not in the room with him anymore.
So you're lying, David. Stop spreading that rumor. Pedophile enabler. This is absolute lie. I've never done that.
You've literally defended Chris Jones coming to the park. Do we need to look up Christopher Link Jones? Do we, Kent? Do we? And that's just one of the ones we know about.
Had a pedophile spend the night here. If we know, you're simply lying. You're mistaken. That's a convenient way for you to try to put me down and make yourself look righteous. Well, maybe you're the pedophile. I don't know. Kid drowned. I covered that the other night. Yes, kids drowned.
Yes. Just accuse someone else randomly of being a... What the fuck, Kent? What the fuck? But we're supposed to respect this guy. He's a good person. My ass.
All over the world. People have... It's an accident. The dads didn't blame us. Wasn't my fault. Okay? Malice, scamming, toxic, unqualified. Well, if I'm so unqualified, call to schedule a debate, you cow.
You're not worth debating because you're unqualified. Also, I'll say it again. How about you call and schedule something, you coward? You dumb, worthless piece of shit, chicken shit asswipe.
Mm-hmm. Even if
Did you hear me, Kent? You're a chicken shit asswipe. Put up or shut up, old man.
any of those were true, they're not, by the way. It's called an ad hominem argument and is not relevant to the evolution topic.
Much like the documentary being done, no one's talking about the evolution topic that you try to hide behind. They're talking about you. Don't want to be called out? Stop being a piece of shit. Stop being public figure. That's simple.
This is a way to divert attention. Call for another debate on the evidence you claim you have for your religion, Dave. I think you're a coward. I don't think you'll call. 855.
You don't ever call anybody, so you're the ultimate coward. Get off your lazy ass and do some work, Kent.
Big Don. Any of your followers can too. There you go. Jamie writes in. Thanks for all you do. This is to Dave. Okay. I'm so tired of the effing tired of the rampant. Okay. Now listen. Your followers and commenters are no smarter than you are, Dave. The F word you all flippantly misuse is a verb, not an adjective. Ask your grandma. She discovered it way before you did. Okay.
Wow. The fuck is that, Kent? Also, need I remind you, language is fluid, and while I will contest that changes in language are overly artificial and forced in the modern internet era, but natural changes and adjustments to language do occur. It's fluid over generations and cultures. Just because you don't like a word doesn't mean people can't use it, Kent. Get over it. You're 72 fucking years old, you goddamn fuckwit. I'm running out of... It's a James Rolfe situation here. I'm running out of words to chain together. I mean, I've got a whole arsenal I could go into, but they're a little risque because they can be perceived as, potentially homophobic or otherwise problematic. And I try to avoid that where possible.
Okay. Learn proper English, boy.
But, he'll throw out boy constantly. Come to Memphis and do that, Kent. Come to Memphis and do that. They won't find you.
Here we got some comments on his channel. Kent Hovind with the quadruple scum rating is just poetry. Still far too high for him, though. Well, in my 72 years of...
Hovind's so fucking bitter about this. It's incredible.
I've never seen an exception. So I'll bet $5 that both Sourcast and Miranda both hate me because they really hate God that I love and live for.
No. It's just you're a genuine piece of shit human being. Once again, if everything about you was the same, but you happen to speak actual science, we would still feel the same way about you, Kent. That's the funny thing about it. You would still be a massive fucking scumbag.
And they know that God tells them not to do some things they like to do. So they, without evidence, reject him and think they won't be judged by him. That's why you really hate me. You hate God. Let's test my theory. Let's see, who is it? Miranda and Sourcast. Question for you too. Have either of you ever taken God's name in vain? Used God's name?
Who are you? Fucking Ray Comfort now? Also, those aren't the actual commandments, you piece of shit. Don't even know your own book, the second set, and it goes on for like 712 plus laws that you got to follow. So, yeah, let's start quizzing you, boy.
Name is a swear word. Have you ever committed adultery or had sex outside of marriage? Have you? Okay. Have you ever stolen anything? Have you ever lied, bear false witness? Have you ever coveted? Have you ever broken any of God's commandments? I bet the reason you hate God and hate me because I
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. You're a boning biting. Oh, fuck, I messed up. You're a boner biting bastard, Uncle Fucker. You're an Uncle Fucker. Yes, it's true. Nobody fucks uncles quite like you. You know, that's one moment where I wish I was a VTuber. Because that would have just been so perfect. One of these days. One of these days.
represent God to you, okay, because I preach his word. That's the real reason. I'd bet $5 on that. Tell you what, tomorrow night and every
Hovind hiding behind his god.
Thursday and Friday night, except for this Friday, I'll be right here, open mic. Call in with any questions you got, okay? On all these different channels. Call in, please. You and your deluded keyboard warrior followers are welcome to call in any Thursday or Friday at 7 p.m. Central and show the world.
Keyboard warrior from the guy who used to have his tech guy go around leaving random comments on anti-Hovind videos. Can't wait for a big dino and schedule a debate, man.
Your evidence you have for your stupid evolution religion, except for this tomorrow, or this Friday, okay? I bet $5 Dave will never call to schedule another debate with me, where it's one topic at a time, no interrupting, and because he knows evolution has no.
I agree to his exact criteria to demand them because that's my script, Hovind. He said, boy, you want to do that debate? I will hold you to that shit. I will hold you to one topic at a time like you've never been. I'll do it. Now a part of me almost wants to set up something, just go on and play his game, just to fucking be a belligerent prick.
Real science to support it. He knows there's a God who made the world, and he knows he will be in trouble Judgment Day. But he's milking his gullible followers for money, and he can't quit. Right, Strawberry Dave? Can't handle the truth, can you? It's to not Professor Dave. The biggest scumbag you ever debunked is yourself. You certainly never debunked me. Capiche? I forgot how to say that. Entiendes? Comprendez-vous in French? Verstansky? Forstadter? You understand, Dave? You've never debunked me. You think so? Try it again, big boy.
God damn, this is the caliber of person. Big boy. Zoomy, yeah, honestly, it would be pretty fucking cool to at least have something going, you know, up to like Chibidoki level where I can at least, you know, have the full, you know, I know the camera tracking's pretty good on stuff, something that would just work out okay. Kind of a Gendo Ikari-esque look to me. That would work. That's the sort of style I'd go for. Maybe something a little more crazy. Like if I could import my Guild Wars character, that would be cool. But, you know, that's not an individual model. I like the VTuber concept, though. Honestly, really do. You know, individual content may vary. But, you know, getting little short clips of them, you know, goofing off, is fun.
Most of these people who claim to have debunked me are 5 times smarter than you, Dave, the ones you claim to have debunked. They're 5 times smarter than you. You're an intellectual midget compared to most of those people on your list.
There is nothing to say. This is nothing but just pathetic butthurt oozing from this 72-year-old who's mad at people talking about him on the internet.
You call people names like a 7-year-old naughty, spoiled child. How's it feel to get a taste of your own medicine, schoolboy?
Oh, schoolboy. Oh no. Hovind. I have been thoroughly thrashed by the Hovind. I can never show my face on the World Wide Web of the internet ever again. Oh, woe is me. What will I do? What will I do? Oh. Probably not give a shit.
I can talk smack too, Dave. I don't
Oh, been talking smack. He ain't saying shit.
need to step on or chew on cow poo to do it either, like you do. Okay? I'd much rather have a civil conversation with you and hope you realize you are not related to a strawberry. Dave, you are proud, cocky, egotistical, and arrogant. You really think you're smarter than God, who made you and will be your judge one day. You're sad. You're deluded. Okay? He gave you great skills in some areas, and your life, he gave you your life, he gave you breath and health, and you spit in his face and try to turn people away from believing in him and following his word. You're headed for trouble, Dave, when you kneel before him, and you will kneel before him. There's still time.
Yeah, everyone will kneel before Zod.
Humble yourself and seek God's forgiveness. You could be born again into his family and start teaching skills and use your teaching skills to bring people to him rather than steer them away from.
Yeah, losing it more than usual. He's just... Kent has reached the point in the 10 years he's been out of jail, going from someone rebuilding his little shattered empire, if you can call it that, to drawing enough attention from the atheist community and being the catalyst, the piece of shit so far gone that he inspires people like me, AJ, and others to acts as an impetus to actually do reactionary content. It's reached the point where his entire load of just garbage life, garbage everything has become such public knowledge to this sphere of us, and we're so constant about it that it's breaking him. I mean, this would be elder abuse if it wasn't for the fact that we're only reacting to to use more modern parlance, the vibes he gives out. We're responding in kind. I feel justified because every video I make is another opportunity for someone searching Kent Hovind to learn about how shitty he is versus get one of his stupid seminars from 30 years ago.
From him. You're welcome to call me or come visit anytime, and I'd be honored to answer any questions and help you come to know the very God of the universe that you deny exists. He's loving, but he's also just. You're going to get justice, Dave. He will be a fair judge. You will get a fair trial. Right now, if you get his...
And this Caruso Tomato, he's just a cartoon character. What is this? I'll show your real face? Yeah, I want to look at your real face and leave you in a pause frame that makes you look funny. Yeah.
His justice, you're headed for trouble.
You have no right to privacy, Hovind.
Stop while you still have breath. Call 855 Big Dino.
And then hiding behind being the good person, being like, my buddy's gonna beat you up, and I'm just here to be your friend. It's always that, always hiding behind. That's another problem with religion, is everyone's scum, just hiding behind their God. Oh, I'm just trying to help you. No, you're not.
Extension 3. Whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. You've broken his commandments, Dave. You certainly bore false witness about me. Probably all these other people on your list too. Thou shalt not steal. I don't know if you stole anything or not. If you died today, where would you go? Smoking or non-smoking? You're going to be dead for a long time, Dave. Long time. It's going to be a rock with your name on it.
Kent, I like to use the IHOP analogy. Back when there was a smoking and non-smoking section, and me and my friends, a few years out of high school, would always go and hang out there in the middle of the fucking night. We were planning a 24-hour IHOP-a-thon, which was approved by the management. We were totally, able to, at some point, just be like, hey, we're doing the 24 hours. And they're like, okay. But we never did. But it was always the thing of, when they asked smoking or non-smoking, we were always like smoking, even though none of us smoked, because that's where all the cool people were. Even in the middle of the night, it wasn't like, non-smoking. It was still, it'd be 11, 12 o'clock in the summer, and there'd be families up there. Fucking weird, man. But you go to smoking section, all the cool people. That was the shit right there.
One day, all you get's a little dash. What are you doing, for heaven's sake? All you've done with your show is try to turn people away from God. Is
He didn't turn cheeks, but I'm sure he spread them quite a bit.
that really? You really want that on your record when you go stand before him? So,
You'll find out when you're dead, Hovind.
Dave, I can step. Let's see. talk smack without stepping in there, putting a cow poo in my mouth.
And talk smack, you just sounded like some country fried retard. Yeah, I said it.
Like you have to. What's wrong with these guys, Joseph? They think they're tough because they can put cow poo in their mouth.
It's words, Kent. It's just words. It's just ironically all you've got.
They talk tough. Yeah, they talk tough. Bring it on. All of you. All of
Hovind talk stuff. Bring it on, Hovind. I'm waiting. Chicken shit.
you. Same time. Take all you followers of Dave. I'll debate all of you at the same time. You decide when you want to chime in. How many can we handle, Joseph? Calls at the same time. 4 or 5 in the studio at a time. Okay.
So they're paying for the slightly above basic restream plan.
And then you can help Dave. If he can't get an answer, you can come in and help him. But it's equal time for each side, not each person. And no interrupting, and one topic at a time. You guys start off. Where's the best evidence you have for that stupid evolution religion?
No, I can't. How about you try to defend your magic Bible? That's Buybull.
It's nothing but a religion. You really believe you're related to a strawberry, Dave? That's pretty sad. Okay, that ought to fire up somebody.
Nah, just gave me an opportunity to do another stream and paid more money. Because much like you, Kent, I like money. But of course, doing honest work as a YouTuber doesn't pay as much as being a grifter, lying about reality for donations. But, I also have an actual job. I also, contribute to society. I also don't have any kind of criminal record whatsoever. Can you go buy a gun, Kent? Because I sure can. You can't. I was almost going to say something stupid. I can't. It's like, wait, no, I don't have the money right now, but I totally can. Hell, if I couldn't have the job I do. But, go on, Kent. Go on and talk about how great you are.
Anybody want to talk? Got anybody in the studio or questions or comments?
Yeah, I got questions.
Okay, sorry for the delay there, folks, with the technical stuff. Hi, Doc. The boys loved your rubber band science and coin illustration. Oh, Stacy, that was here. See you tomorrow. Love the Adventureland. Come on down, folks. It's great. We have people, a bunch of people.
Wow, you must be easily impressed.
People come all the time. Good. That's what we're here for. And it's free. What do you want? I'm a huge fan for many years. One question: do I have to stop willfully sinning to go to heaven? Well, if you do, nobody's going. Everybody sins. There's 2 kinds of sins: sins of commission and sins of omission. If your dad says, go...
Sin of permission. Ooh, wrap your head around that one, Kent. Also, sin isn't a real thing.
Oh, hey, kid, shut off the TV, shut off the video game, and take out the trash. He comes back, and you haven't shut off the TV, and you haven't shut off, and you're still playing video game, and the trash isn't out. He said, you're going to get a spanking. I didn't do anything wrong, Dad. Correct.
Yeah, that's what you do. You hit a kid because he didn't take the trash out. You just,
It's a sin of... Oh.
For one thing, games, depending on the kind of game, can be paused or otherwise one can pop off of. You don't have to turn the software off. And I'm just being very particular here as a point of bringing up Hovind not comprehending anything. It's kind of like how you can just pause, a film you're watching. You don't have to, turn the entire computer off to stop watching that interview of yourself that you were jerking it to. Because that was a thing, in case someone in my audience didn't know about that. A proper parenting would be trying to make them feel like they need to do it as a point of something they want to do. And making it a rewarding thing, not a punishing if they don't. They're just commanded to do it. You gotta slip it in a certain way, and that wires the kids up to be more receptive to these things, because it's only a minor inconvenience, and then everything's good. To where they want to do it because, things will be fine. Not because, if I don't, everything's going to be terrible. It's hard to describe, but everyone knows what I'm talking about, except Hovind.
Mission. You didn't do what I told you to do. That's also a sin. God told us to preach the gospel to every creature.
Not taking the trash out is a sin. Film at 11.
So maybe you're not committing a sin in doing something he said not to do, but you are committing a sin in not doing what he did tell you to do. We're all guilty of that.
I don't need a weapon for work, but given that I have access to firearms up there, not authorized access, but they're there, you have to pass a reasonable background check.
He told us go into all the world and preach the gospel to everybody. I ain't done that either. Right? So, yeah, if you have to be perfect to go to heaven, nobody's going. See, the righteousness of Christ was put onto my account, on account I don't have any. So his robe of righteousness is on me. And when I go stand before God, they're going to open the record book of everything I've ever said or done or thought. And it's all going to be clean, cleansed by the blood of Christ. Praise God. I wouldn't want mine read out loud for everybody. Dave, yours is going to be read out loud. We're all going to know everything you ever thought or said or did. Everybody. We're all going to see it. Unless you get the blood of Christ to wipe it out. Okay, thank you. I want to take CSE 101 for credit. Do I send the registration form to Repton? I don't think anybody is active. We had somebody in Pensacola who was actively keeping track of that to do credits and stuff like that, testing and thing. We don't have time here now. I don't know who's doing that. I don't think anybody is. So you're welcome to send it. I'll look at it.
Yeah, the chain with Ultimecia and the like is, or Ultimecia if you prefer. Final Fantasy VIII is something else. I mean, that was 8 you were talking about. I'm just double checking. Yeah, 8. You know what kills me is that you get that awesome track when when Squall's little lion guardian force thing is summoned, but it only plays for that moment. And I don't know if I've always just been super powerful and like skipped a fight that it was supposed to happen but didn't, or what. But what I would do is I would open the PlayStation Discover so that the game couldn't load the actual like combat, and it would just hang there waiting and listen to that track. It was pretty cool.
Dr. Hovind, how is your summer going? It's hot.
But to be fair, I didn't find Ultimecia to be too much of an issue, but I made sure to unlock everything in our castle. The one thing I never did legit is beat is it Omega Weapon in that one that's super done? But it's like it goes on a pattern, so if you know the pattern, it's trivial. I should have tried that. I will again when I have the opportunity. Fucking love Final Fantasy VIII. Like, just seriously, it is a favorite game.
It's humid and it's a blast. We're having so much fun here. Visitors coming from everywhere.
Having so much fun. Translation, I'm fucking miserable and I miss my property in Pensacola.
Okay. We're looking for another Jeep. We got two old Jeeps and one total Jeep, and we use them for tours. And I wear my voice out because I got to do 3 or 4 tours a day.
Translation, I don't do shit all day.
One more 4-door Jeep Wrangler. I can't. Aaron, been following you a long time. Kind of lost track with the legal stuff. Glad to see you back preaching the word. Just wondering if your son Eric does the same thing you do. Well, yeah.
Like you didn't just look up Eric Hovind, Aaron Rodriguez? Come on. How fucking stupid are these people? I don't know what Eric's doing. I could just do a damn internet search for it, but that's beyond my comprehension. I'm just going to ask Hovind.
Yes, he's in Pensacola, and it's a long, sad story there. But yes, he's traveling and speaking some on creation and has his own creation ministry called Creation Today. Okay? All right, that it? I'm ready to go take a nap. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Alrighty. That was Hovind's Whacking Atheist for you last night. Stake of pretty much upgrading everything, unlocking all magics up to 98, equipping everything appropriately, and the bosses in the final area all scaled to be stronger than you. So I had to beat everything at their max level. No, I had to do that too. No, there's a peak level and then it scales down. So no, it wasn't that bad for me. But I don't know. I don't know, man. More Jeeps and someone to finish my arc. Hovind. I'm just so proud of Eric indeed. somewhere in the U.S. South is hell, so Kent is in hell. We can ignore anything he says about hell. Yeah. But yeah. So that was the stream. Won't be anything tomorrow. Well, there will and won't be stuff over the weekend because I will be posting short clips and the like from the protest and stuff of me and Ambushed Apostate heading to the event. There may or may not be tag team streams. We may or may not may do a stream while at the venue slash in the Airbnb, what have you. This shit's happening. Like this is really, gonna be a thing. So yeah, I'll keep y'all updated. Don't know what else to really finish with. So as always, much love. And I will catch everyone next time. And oh my god, yes, the Final Fantasy VIII card game, Triple Triad, perfection. Absolutely fucking love it. Like, that needs to be a real game. Still. So good. So many crazy ass rules. Blitzball was pretty cool. It was weird to have an RPG that was a sport. I enjoyed that though. We're gonna live stream the event. I mean, I don't know anyone live streaming the full event. It will be recorded, but I'll do a few, quick things here and there. Probably more quick video clips than anything else. Because I'm not really set up for a stream in any capacity like that. It's just not my wheelhouse, so to speak. But we'll just see how things go. Fort Condor was pretty damn cool too. Gex Trilogy, hell yeah! I was working on the first one on 3DO, and then had to move. Probably 3DO battery's probably dead at this rate. Oh no. Hope that thing survived being in storage. But yeah, I'll definitely try to be safe as I can. Sorry, I had the on there. Y'all be safe as well. For those in the good old US of A, what was once the good old US of A, have a happy 4th. It could be the last 4th of July we get. Apocalypse now. Yeah. But as always, much love. Catch everyone next time. Oh, you'll kind of see me. Kinda, sorta, potentially. Just depends.